everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. This 2023 pocket calendar might look like this right now, but in a few minutes, you won't recognize it. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. I really do appreciate the support that all of you show me every time you click on one of my videos. If you're new to my channel and not yet a subscriber, welcome. I am just glad that you're here, and maybe by the end of this video, you'll decide to subscribe. Y'all, today we're going to take this little pocket 2023 planner, very nice on its own, and we're going to turn it into something spectacular. And here's what I'm talking about. Not only have we turned it into something spectacular, but we've also doubled the size of it and we've made it more functional. So I'll give you a closer look in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's a closer look at today's awesome project. When finished, it measures 3 3/4 by 5.5, and it's 1.5 inches deep. So what used to be this is now this. And so when we open it, what we have is a nice little notebook. Pages fold back. You can make yourself a little note. And then on this side, we have our calendar. So you can go in and make your notes here. You can notate your appointments here. And then you have everything all in the same place. And then you can add a pin to the inside by clipping it right there. So this is what we're going to be making today. Y'all, I think it is just absolutely adorable. It won't be a project that's for everyone, but for those of you who are interested, here's what you're going to need to make it. This is a chipboard project. I will be using a medium weight chipboard. If you don't have access to chipboard, try finding a hardboard alternative such as a shoebox or cereal box, something hard that you can use for this project if you want to make it. So for my chipboard, I have one piece that measures 1.5 by 5 3/4, and I have two pieces that measure 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. When I gave the dimensions of the book this way, I believe I said it was 5.5 inches tall. It's actually 5 3/4. Then I have an inside liner piece that measures 5.5 by 9. Then I have my jacket cover that measures 7.5 by 12. Then I have two pieces that measure 4.5 by 5.5. And then I have two pieces that measure 5 3/8 by 6. And then I have 50 sheets of white writing paper. And this is just copier paper that I cut down, and it measures 3 3/8 by 5 3/8. Y'all, this is going to be very easy. All we're going to do is remove the innards of this book. And I am just going in and cutting like that, and then I can pull away. We'll do the same thing on this side. And then I'm just going to clean away some of this backing here. We don't have to be perfect with it, so that I can start with a nice clean book. Now, I would not throw this away because you can use this on another project. It's already in book form, so if you wanted to take it, recover it, and just make it a journal, you can do that as well. But I wanted to make mine bigger, so I'm not using this right now, but I will save it. So I'm going to bring in that piece that measures 7.5 by 12. This is my jacket cover. I am going to take my 3 chipboard pieces, and we're going to place those down. And when I place them down, I'll place one like this. I'll take my spine, which is 1.5 by 5 3/4. We'll place that right here. And I'm going to give myself just a little bit more than 1/8 of an inch in spacing. And we'll place down the last one. And then I'm going to remove this excess right here. I'll flip it over. Use my big old spatula to get everything nice and stuck. Then I'm going to take my stylus, press my stylus against the chipboard, and drive it into the paper to get a score. Now, some of you might not agree with me deconstructing a perfectly good pocket planner for this craft, and that's okay because This might not be something that you want to do, but I believe in trying to take something and making it better. And I think I'm doing that. So now I'm just going to stand this up and fold over, getting that paper used to being folded. Take my handy dandy finger blade and we are going to miter these ends right here. And y'all, I apologize for my sound if it's a little bit off. I dropped my microphone and I think I might have dislodged something in it. I'm not sure, so I'll have to have my IT person, also known as Mike, take it apart and check it. So now I can take my tape runner, add some tape to these 4 edges. And then I'm just going to fold over. Let's get that nice and stuck. Then I'm going to take my big old spatula and just go along these edges, getting them all squared and pretty. So now we have our piece like this. We're going to go ahead and take some tape and cover that chipboard. I think I only need 3 pieces because I'm using my 1.5 inch tape. So it covers a large surface. We're going to place tape around the edges of the liner piece, which measures 9 by 5.5. And guys, if you want a printed supply list, please head over to my website. I am going to start trying to post printable supply lists on that site for those of you who aren't members of my monthly members group. Then I'm going to peel away the tape backer from these pieces. Then I'm going to take this piece and place it down, and because it's a smaller piece, I really don't need to stand for it. So I am just going to get my placement. Fold over like that. And I'm going to make sure everything is nice and stuck. And then I'll go in and I'll work those spine joints, making sure that I have a nice stick. And so then I'm going to look at it, and what I'm looking for is to see if there's any paper puckering in my corners, and I don't see any, so this is good to go. So then I'm going to take one of my pieces that measures 6 by 5 3/8, and I'm just going to take that calendar, I'm going to put it down like this. So the first thing I want to do is get a little score going, and that way I can take this and make sure the ends match. And I can fold over. And I know that my score now fits this way. Then I can take it, flip it over, and fold it like that. And you guys will see that I'm not covering the back fully, and that's okay because I am going to one and done this, and I'm going to put it down permanently. If you don't want yours to be a one and done, then you can tweak this to make it work for you. So this is how the back is going to look. This is how the front looks. So now I'm going to take my glue, and we're just going to add glue to this calendar. Now the calendar already has glue on the signatures that are glued together. We're just adding glue to adhere to our little cover here. So I'm going to make sure I've got this oriented properly, and I do. And I'm just going to take it, walk it in like that, and join the 2 pieces together. And I'm just going to take my big old spatula and make sure that I have a nice clean stick on this. I'll set that to the side, and we're going to let that dry for a minute. Now I'll bring in that second piece that measures 5 3/8 by 6. We're going to do the same thing. So I'm just going to take this and line it up with the front there, like that. And then I'm going to fold it the way that I did the other one, but I want to tap it to make sure that everything is nice and even. And then I'll fold that. If you want to put it in your trimmer to get more exact measurements because you're not comfortable with this part, you can do that as well. So now that I have that piece like that, I'll take this piece and we'll fold it over, because all I really want to do is get a little crease. And I'll take that crease and I'll know that it's straight because I'll lay it down like this, getting that even right there, and then getting this side even over here. All right, so once you have your papers in, all I'm going to do is take my papers out, and this time I'm going to place my glue in the spine. Then I'm going to place just a little bit of glue, not a whole lot. I'm going to place some dots, and I'm just going to run my fingers, making sure that I have good glue coverage. I'm going to take this and we put it in that spine. And then we're just going to make sure that we give this a chance to dry. So then we're going to take these two pieces, the 4.5 by 5.5 inch pieces. We're going to attach them to the back and then wrap around the front. So I am going to take my glue. I am going to add some glue like this. And then I'm going to take this piece and we're going to place it down like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to trim away my excess from both sides. Then I'm going to fold over. And basically I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and get me a little crease going. I'm not going to open this all the way because I do need to give my glue a chance to dry. So there's one. So basically what we're doing is we're folding over, and then we're going to fold over here to create this look. Then for me, I am just going to angle in because I like that look. So there's my notebook. Now we're going to take the calendar and we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to take this piece and we're going to put it on the back like this. So let me add my glue. I'll take this piece and we're going to put it on the back like so. And then I'm going to open this, and again I'm going to trim away some of that excess overhang. And I'll do that on both sides. So then I'll take it and I'm just going to get that first crease so that I can open this and get it nice and straight. And then I can do my final front crease like that. And again, we'll do our second crease the same way as we did the first one. So now we can fold over like that. I am going to just angle in a little Now I have my two books. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to remove just a little bit from this side because I want them to match as close as possible. So I think that's better. So now I'm going to take some Velcro dots, and that's how we're going to close this. So I'll put a Velcro dot on one and a Velcro dot on the other. So let's put a Velcro dot here. Close it like that. And then we'll put a Velcro dot on this one. And let's put it right there. And so now we have our two books. I am going to place them in like this. And again, mine are going to be one and done. I am not making these refillable because by the time the year is over, this is not going to look as good as it looks right now, especially if you have been using it on a regular basis or the person you're giving it to has been using it on a regular basis. I'm going to take this one. We're going to put it right there. Then I'll take this one and we'll put it over here. So now I'm going to take my glue, place it down like that. Try to get it nice and even. I'm going to flip it over. Get it nice and stuck. And then I have these two decorative elements. They really don't have much going on for them, but I think they work for this particular project. So I'm going to put one there and one here. That way you'll know that you need to lift up. And then to finish it off, I decided that I would go with We Are Family on the front because I think that is just cute. Add just a little bit of glue. We're going to place that right there. And then I'm going to take one of my Dollar Tree pins and I'm going to put it on the inside because I think these Dollar Tree pins work well with the projects that I'm doing. And y'all, look at how gorgeous this is. It started out as this, which was nice all by itself. But those of you who have been with me for any length of time, you know that on my channel, we're always looking for very inexpensive ways that we can take something and upscale it and make it giftable or sellable. So I always want my channel to be about that. I always want my channel to be about not needing a whole lot of money to be able to make and give something to someone that you can be oh so proud of. And this is one of those items that I think that you'll be oh so proud of. So what I like to do on my channel is take the ordinary and make it extraordinary. So I am going to bring that first one back in because I want you guys to see just how beautiful these are, how easy they were to make. Hopefully the process wasn't confusing at all. We simply deconstructed and then we rebuilt. So it all started with the innards of this and we used that to make it more than it was before. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed today's awesome video. If you have, please hit that like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.